Big good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank up my channel. So we're back to review Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the final episode, or as now it's going to be called, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, due to that title card drop. But spoiler warning, if you don't want to hear anything, get out now. Normally I do like a positive, negative section, separate them, but I'm kind of just going to go straight forward right into this and say what really doesn't work and what really did. So up front, the whole storyline, Flag Smashers want to stop people from being uprooted and relocated, a world without borders like it was during the snap. This was never fleshed out for its complexities over the course of the show. Never. You only get one-sided argument. It's not rich with context, and as a result, I could never side with who is actually right, and could never sympathize with Carly like the show obviously wants you to do. It tries really hard to make you care on an emotional level, but facts matter, and we never get no context to why is this happening, why does it have to happen. Just there's not enough context to make you care enough about this story, this plot, these villains, these characters. Moving on from that, though, let's talk briefly about Sam Wilson as Captain America. Sam dons his comic book accurate Cap costume, and it's cool. He fights a mini boss that doesn't really feel like a big rewarding thing that it was earned. Yeah, it's neat that this guy's back and they're fighting, but really, is this some kind of big rewarding payoff? Not really, not to me anyways. He has a lot of Sam has a lot of cool action in this episode, but there is very preachy dialogue about racial identity, victimhood. It's just so draining and off-putting. Like Bucky, I tuned out at the Black Man in Stars and Stripes. I don't care to hear these issues to depth. I don't care your skin color is black, nor do I believe life is harder for anybody simply because their skin color is black. So the whole racial identity stuff makes the show less than it could be for me, even though I really dislike the whole BS won't let a black man be Captain America, Isaiah Bradley stuff. I love that he got recognition in the museum. Glad they wrapped that story up with such a conclusion, even though I didn't like the story itself. The little side subplot, I didn't like that. Talking about Carly and the Flag Smashers now, they didn't do enough with these villains early on to warrant certain actions, like freeing Zemo, them leaning harder into these villainous actions is pretty consistent, so I do appreciate that. But it does feel like it's a little bit too late. You're in the last episode and you're dropping us into this action-packed situation that takes up a vast majority of the episode. And there's a lot of things that just don't end up getting fleshed out as a result because of it. So Carly is ready to just die for the cause and kill a bunch of people in the process. And followers just keep going along with it. Falcon keeps trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, and this is a girl that has made it clear she doesn't care who dies for the cause that she cares about, but Falcon insists on saving her. Maybe it's what Cap would do, but her blowing up average working class people that aren't in charge of any big decision making or anything like that, it really makes it difficult to give a fuck about this woman at all to the level that Falcon does. And we're talking about Falcon, a character that has used guns, done away with terrorists, a scene in the first episode, but keeps treating this girl as a misguided teen. She's a murderer. And finally, she gets what's been coming to her right before she could pull the trigger on Falcon. The show continues to act like we should be sympathetic towards her cause. It's ridiculous. There's a lot of visual eye candy in this episode, as the vast majority of it is action. It's a heavy action-packed episode. Like the sequences, the music, there's some real great looking visuals in here. But because of that, certain things that should have been given more attention to were glossed over. For instance, Bucky gets a very rewarding save in here, gets a much appreciated thanks for once that's satisfying to hear. However, the whole confessing being responsible for the death of that one dude's son, that gets glossed over, just brushed upon. It doesn't have the emotional payoff it should have had. That just sucks. So John Walker gets to don the U.S. agent mantle, identity accurate costume, and it looks amazing. It is amazing. The actor Wyatt Russell is probably the highlight of this entire show. He's the standout character. He's almost the only thing that new that's happened. The show has introduced U.S. agent, and that's pretty much all it's accomplished, because Avengers Endgame, Falcon gets the Captain America shield, and so if we were to just see him pop up dressed like the way he is in here and going by Captain America instead of Falcon, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It wouldn't have been how did we get here? It wouldn't have been. This show kind of doesn't need to exist other than to introduce John Walker. It didn't really accomplish much. But back to John Walker. He's out for blood with the Flag Smashers in this episode, but makes a choice to save a truckload of people instead. It's a powerful moment. Yeah, I thought he was going to go over the deep end, get bloody and murderous, but instead they have a kind of redemptive arc for him here. Perhaps not the best payoff. It does feel like a powerful moment. It feels a little strange, though, that they just go right into him patting Bucky on the back and working together with Sam and Bucky after beating someone to death in the street and being removed as Cap. Obviously, that part, this whole buddy teamwork thing doesn't feel like it's really earned. Him making the choice to save people makes sense because he's a decorated war hero, but there should be more work done before we can get there with him working with the other guys, because nothing's to stop him to beat somebody else to death in the heat of the moment. Finally, let's talk about Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter is the power broker. Big surprise. Not really. And another thing, another oddity in this, through a simple app, the Flag Smashers are caught, and shortly after they all get blown up, we get one more moment with Zemo, just a bunch of underwhelming things. Sharon Carter finally gets her record cleared. Why it took so long, no idea. Now she can abuse government power. The episode was about a 6 out of 10. It was a likable episode, but a lot of the stuff didn't feel earned or properly set up. It felt like we were bum rushing the door for the exit because we dragged our feet until the last fucking minute. That's what it felt like to me, and ultimately it didn't feel like this series really accomplished anything or really ever had interesting villains. The concept, when John Walker was looking like he was going to become a villain, it got interesting. But other than that, Baron Zemo was fun, but the Flag Smashers absolutely suck. Sharon Carter, this whole power broker thing, not really all that interesting. The whole concept of all these people want a world that was like it was during the snap, and they have these reasons, but the government has their reasons. It just has to push these little racial identity moments of woke propaganda on people here and there a little, which is unflattering for me to watch. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this episode and this series as a whole. I thought this episode had some great action, had some great moments. It is likable to a degree, to an extent, but the show didn't impress me, didn't do anything extraordinary or amazing, and didn't really do anything to propel things forward in a way that couldn't have been done with the way that it was already established. Stay awesome. Rock on.